Good day students, welcome to another video on the chapter Lines and Angles. Today we take up the topic parallel lines and a transversal. Now parallel lines, you know what are parallel lines? Transversal. First we will see what is a transversal. Suppose I have two lines. These are any two lines. Suppose this is line M, N. A third line, L, intersecting the two lines at, say, P and Q. Okay, we have two lines M and N. A third line L intersects M and N at 2 points P and Q. So we say L is a transversal to M and N. So what is a transversal? A line which intersects two or more lines at distinct points is called a transversal. Here L is the transversal since it intersects M and N at two distinct points P and Q. Now again you see at this point P and Q many angles are formed. Now what are those angles? Suppose I name this angle as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This point is where to write? Suppose P. Okay, so what you find is at both the points P and Q, 4 angles here and 4 angles here are formed. Now, of the so many angles, the angles which lie between the lines M and N, which angles lie between the lines? 3, 4, 5 and 6. These angles are called interior angles. Interior angles. Which are interior? Angles which lie between these two lines. That is angle 3, 4, 5 and 6. Similarly, exterior angles. Which are exterior angles? Angles which lie outside these two lines. So which are those angles? 1, 2, 7, 8. So exterior angles are angle 1, 2, 7 and 8. So okay students, interior angles and exterior angles. Interior angles means those angles which lie between these two lines 3, 4, 5, 6. Exterior lying outside the lines 1, 2, 7 and 8. So many angles are formed. Now suppose I take this angles, angle 1 and angle 5. One in the exterior, one in the interior on the same side of the transversal. This pair of angles, they have a special name. What is it? Angle 1 and angle 5 is corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. Similarly, do we have any other pair of corresponding angles? Yes. What are they? 2 and 6. One on the exterior, one interior on the same side of the transversal. So angle 2 and angle 6. This is also another pair of corresponding angles. Do we have any other pair of corresponding angles? Yes, still we have few more pairs of corresponding angles. What are they? You check it. angle 4, angle 8. This is again another pair of corresponding angles, and another pair we have angle 3 and angle 7. Okay, so we have 4 pairs of corresponding angles. Corresponding angles, one should be on the exterior, one interior, on the same side of the transversal. They form a pair of corresponding angles. So you can see 1 and 5, they are corresponding. 2 and 6, corresponding angles. 4 and 8, another pair of corresponding angles, and the last pair 3 and 7, they again form another pair of corresponding angles. Okay children, so this type of angles, they have a special name, we call them corresponding angles. Now come on, let's take another pairs of angles. Now suppose I take this angle, angle 4 and angle 6. Angle 4 and angle 6. Now both are interior angles, is it? Both are interior angles and they lie on different sides of the transversal. L is the transversal, 4 is on this side, 6 on other side of the transversal. This type of angles, or this pair of angles, is called interior alternate angles. Interior alternate angles. Interior, you can see they are interior. 4 and 6, they are interior angles. Alternate means on different sides of the transversal. One more pair of interior alternate angles. Which one? Angle 3 and angle 5. Both this pair, they are interior alternate angles. So they are interior. Can we have exterior alternate angles? Yes. If we consider now angle 1 and angle 7, both are exterior angles, and again both are on different sides of the transversal. So angle 1 and angle 7, they form exterior alternate angles. Any other pair of exterior alternate angles? Yes. Which one? 2 and 8. Both of them are exterior alternate angles. Clear children? So we have corresponding angles, we have interior and exterior alternate angles. They are generally, interior alternate angles are generally called alternate angles. So whenever we say alternate angles, it means interior alternate angles. Okay. With it we have again some other type of angles. What are they? Now if I take angle 4 and angle 5, angle 4 and angle 5, they are interior angles on the same side of the transversal. They are called interior angles. Similarly, 3 and angle 6, they are also interior angles. Okay, so we have two lines cut by a transversal. We have corresponding angles, alternate angles and interior angles. Okay, now suppose I'll make the same figure, but now I make the lines parallel. Now I name them as before: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now instead of this M and N, they were any two lines. Now if M is parallel to N, if M parallel to N, then what happens? We had taken corresponding angles. Which are corresponding angles? Angle 1 and angle 5. 1 and angle 5. 1 and 5 are corresponding angles. Now if the lines are parallel, then angle 1 will be equal to angle 5. Okay, that is, if lines are parallel, then corresponding angles are equal. This is one pair of corresponding angles. Another pair, we have angle 2 and angle 6. So 2 will be equal to 6, 4 will be equal to 8, and angle 3 will be equal to angle 7. So what we see, if M parallel to N, that is, if lines are parallel cut by a transversal, corresponding angles are equal. Not only this, we can tell it's converse, that is, if corresponding angles are equal, what can you say about the lines? The lines are parallel. That is, suppose I say if angle 1 is equal to angle 5, then you should be able to understand that means M is parallel to N. Clear, students? If lines are parallel, corresponding angles are equal. Just the opposite, if corresponding angles are equal, lines are parallel. Okay, now let's check it for alternate angles. Again, if lines are parallel, what about the alternate angles? Alternate angles will also be equal. That is, angle 4 will be equal to angle 6. Alternate angles equal, all alternate angles will be equal. When lines are parallel, alternate angles are equal. It's converse. If alternate angles are equal, lines are parallel. What about interior angles? For interior angles, these are angle 4 and angle 5 is a pair of interior angles. Now, if lines are parallel, then what happens? The sum of interior angles, angle 4 and angle 5, becomes 180. Angle 3 plus angle 6 is 180. That is, if lines are parallel, interior angles on the same side of the transversal, they are on the same side, 4 and 5, so same side of the transversal, are supplementary. 3 and 6, they are on the same side of the transversal and they are interior angles, so they are supplementary. Understood, students? So when lines are parallel, corresponding angles are equal, alternate angles are equal, interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. And its converse, if corresponding angles are equal, lines are parallel. If alternate angles are equal, lines are parallel. And if interior angles are supplementary, lines are parallel. Okay, students? So this much for today. Thank you.